Pisces, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-August 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Piscean people. Let's get it going, my gods. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's see what's up. Please, what do you got for us this week? The Pisces Collective in mid-August. What energies, messages, insights can we take a little peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Pisces, gang. What is the vibe? What's the energy here, please? Let's get this card out nice and quick. Ask and you shall receive. All right. This card's a little fired up, my good friends. Now, this doesn't have to be a bad thing. I saw it in one of the other signs this week as well. It's a rare card. It's called Keep Your Temper. So to me, it's just very fiery, which, I mean, can be good. I mean, it could be very passionate, but it could be a little wild, right? Like, so that's something we might have to watch out for here. And again, it could be somebody else. But before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the August subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, back into the reading. Let's talk more in depth about this card. So yes, as you can see, this card, it's like bright red. We got Alice there. She's mean mugging us. We got that cat showing us its teeth. So they do seem a little aggressive, a little feisty, right? I've heard that Pisces are feisty, right? I could say so myself, being a Pisces rising. So, I mean, we could take this simple low-hanging fruit, saying, oh yeah, watch your temper, Pisces. Sure, that could apply to some of you. If you're usually a chilled, laid-back type of Pisces, I mean, there could be certain things where you're just a little more fired up. Now, I also have fire placement, so I don't necessarily always equate fiery energy with bad. Sometimes it could be things that happen quick. Sometimes it could be very adventurous type of energy. It's just moving fast. So in this time, there could be a lot of things that go 0 to 100, which doesn't have to be a bad thing. It just feels like passionate and a lot of energy. So if you do have some sort of energetic buildup within you, maybe you get it out through creative means or physical means. That could be the case, but we're just going to put it down right here. Either that or maybe someone you're connected to, they're a little grumpy. That could be it. But we're just going to leave it at that for now. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up one time here for Pisces, gang. What do you got for us, my guides? And while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. It was titled The Big Return, but that wasn't all the reading was about. Yes, I did see an energy that seemed to be looping back around. So whether it was a person you haven't heard from in a while, a situation, that energy could still bleed over for a couple weeks. So keep that in mind. But to me, it felt like the wave was breaking. Whereas like for a few weeks, I was seeing some difficult energy for Pisces. To me, I started feeling energetic improvement. So we're going to hope to keep that going. But I mean, as you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's, right? Let's get it going. 3 cards for Pisces, please. What is happening? For my good friends, okay? 7 of Wands, yeah, so more fire. Fire, fire, fire. So 7 of Wands, very determined. I do like it. Usually. I mean, it's good in the first position. If it was in the last position, I'd be a little concerned. 2 of Wands, so yeah, more fire. So we are seeing a bit of a theme, are we not, my good friends? Let's get one more. Let's see if we get anything to cool this down a little bit. Thank you. Queen of Swords. Okay. So this energy most definitely does not cool it down, which is totally fine. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff. But yeah, first look, first glance, you know, I always look at the elements first. And I think you can guess where I'm about to go here, because we've been seeing it since that very first card. An overabundance of fire. Now, 7 of Wands, 2 of Wands, fire, passion, drive, desire, action. So it's not a stagnant type of energy. But what we do want to watch out for is the volatility. Like I said with that first card, where it could be very explosive. It could be very 0 to 100. Even though this one's a little more reserved, like the energy does seem like it's tapering, so I don't think it's out of control. But the fact that we have the Queen of Swords, which is air, you know what I always say, when the elements mix, fire-air combination, right? That's like a snap of a spark of some sort. So we do want to look at it. But yeah, swords, especially with the queen, that's very logical. It's very straightforward, to the point, honest, shrewd. Um, and we'll talk about her in more depth, but swords and air, that represents the realm of the mind and communication. So we have communication happening as well. So we have a lot of layers, as usual, right? Pisces readings usually do have multiple layers. But let's go through this piece by piece and really start to build it out. Position number one, the Seven of Wands. Now we see our pal here. It looks like he's up on a wall, fending a bunch of people off with that wand, right? And yeah, it can be confrontational sometimes. Let's go for the good first, though. The Seven of Wands, the positives of this, it is extremely determined. What I set my mind on, I will achieve. What I want, I will get. It's like there's no quit in this energy. It's a never say quit, never say die type of vibe, and I really do like it. So there could be some situations you're going through where it's like, keep pushing, don't let up, keep that foot on the gas. Initially, that could be a positive here. But the challenge with the Seven of Wands, sure, could be a little confrontational. Sometimes it's an energy that could be angry, mad, upset. Sometimes it's an energy that could feel trapped. Sometimes this energy shows up when there's situations or problems, or it's like one thing after another after another. But I don't think that's going to resonate throughout the whole entire reading. So we do want to look at this closer. To me, this could just be how someone's feeling, especially with all the fire that we've been picking up. So just expect intensity. And Pisces are usually very keen and in on point with the energy of those around them and themselves. I would say for the upcoming week or so, you're going to feel the energy. It's going to feel palpable, and it's going to feel just very intense. And that could be a good thing for some of you. So let's just tuck him in right there. Hopefully this isn't a conflict of some sort. Now moving to the middle, the energy is fire, but the energy is much more chill. We have the Two of Wands, and you see him. He's standing there between the two wands. He's looking at his little globe. That's a good card for distance. It's a good card for travel, trips, vacation. So I like the Two of Wands for that. But as with all twos, it could represent decisions, choices, partnerships. And the Two of Wands could sometimes be at a crossroads or a decision point, a make or break point. So for some of you, it's like, okay, I either need to go this way or I need to go that way. Like a fork in the road might be upon you. But a big thing, aside from all the other stuff, to me, this is a card of planning. It's a card that's very strategic. And that's something I've been seeing in the water signs, especially this week. I saw it in Cancer, seeing it here for you. Like, there's something here about planning. So even though we have all this fire air combination that's a little explosive, maybe Spirit's wanting you to step by step plan something out. Either that or somebody else's. Now, the downside with the Two of Wands, before we start talking about the Queen, sometimes it can be indecisive. So there could be a situation where you're like, I don't really know what to do, or I don't know. It's like shrugging its shoulders, so to speak. So hopefully there's not something where you're very indecisive about it, or just it's someone taking their sweet time. Now, moving to the back end, we have the Queen of Swords, big air sign energy. So it could be a Gemini, uh, Libra, Aquarius, and it doesn't have to be gender specific, but even if that's not somebody that's in your life, queens represent the internal state, the internal world. And I already told you with the Queen of Swords, she's a straight shooter. She's extremely intelligent. She is also a planner, similar to this card. So she's very strategic, honest to the point, no fluff, no BS. What you see is what you get. She's a big communicator as well. So, like, she sees a problem, she fixes a problem. She sees something, she addresses it quickly. That's something I always say about this Queen of Swords, and you're not going to get a lot of fluff from her. The challenge with the Queen of Swords could be cold, right? This could be someone that's cold. This could be someone that's a little mean. So, for some Pisces, you might have an extra edge on you that you don't normally do, right? Everyone knows most Pisces chill for the most part until they're not, right? So, watch out for getting to that not level, especially when the Queen of Swords is here. And sometimes she could just represent something of seriousness, whether it's a serious talk that needs to be had, whether it's a serious situation. We'll see. Because right now I'm feeling very neutral about the spread as a whole. I don't feel like there's a lot that's super concerning. Um, let's go through. I want to dive deeper on all of it. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get it going here. What do we got for Pisces, gang? Let's get a good shuffle. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on the Seven of Wands. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Pisces, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, let's get that Seven of Wands going. What is the Seven of Wands doing here, please? Three of Wands. Waiting for the right time. Okay, this is a big card of manifesting. This is a huge card of creation. So for some Pisces, there could be something that is like right on the precipice where either you've been creating it, you've been manifesting it, and it's like it's almost here. It's almost go time. That's the energy that's showing up to me. So I'm not sure what you've been looking towards, looking forward for, or creating in your life. But yeah, when I see the Seven of Wands, Three of Wands, it's like I'm waiting for the perfect time, and it is almost go time, right? Love this card. I've been seeing a lot of manifestation in the Pisces energy for a few weeks now. In the classical sense, the Three of Wands is very similar to the Two of Wands, where it's like, oh, so it's almost there. It's almost there. Here it comes type of energy. So when I see it underneath the Seven of Wands, it's like, I'll be calm now, but when the time comes, that's when I'm making moves. Like I am getting like powerful, explosive action that could be coming in, but it's just someone biding their time. That's just how it's showing up to me. Either it's someone waiting for the right moment, or it's something that's almost here. That's why I was saying it's almost go time. Like here it comes, here they come type of energy. Let's keep moving. Again, I feel like we don't need to overcomplicate it. That came through very simple, straightforward. Again, more fire, a lot of this energy showing up. Let's see what the Two of Wands has. And I'm really intrigued to see what she has too. But let's see what the Two of Wands has for Pisces, please. What is coming? What's coming in? Thank you. More wand. Whoa, okay. Beautiful, beautiful energy of a breakthrough of some kind. Okay, we have the Four of Wands, the 1111 card, omen, synchronicities, the universe and spirit trying to speak to you and talk to you. There's energetic and spiritual protection around you. Notice how like they're all building a wall, but I don't feel like it's a bad one. I feel like it's insulated and protected. I love this Four of Wands here, Pisces. And it's kind of giving me a similar thing to what I see here in the front, where like this energy is waiting on that time, waiting on the time, then I'll make a move. This one kind of is as well. Like with the Two of Wands, Four of Wands, it's like I'm just waiting on that perfect moment. Now, I will say this: sometimes in life, the perfect moment never comes. But I feel like for a lot of Pisces here, to me, like there's an imminent breakthrough. There's like an explosive breakthrough coming in. Now, the Four of Wands, aside from the omens and the synchronicities, to me is a solid, stable card, but it's celebratory. It's happy. That's why I'm thinking breakthrough, because it's like I waited for the right time. Perfect moment is here. Boom. Now I want to see what the aftermath is. But there could be a lot of situations where you experience very big breakthroughs quickly. That's what. So whether it's work and career, whether it's personal relationships, it's like I've waited for this. I've been waiting for this, and here it is. So either a payoff or a breakthrough. Beautiful. So we're gonna keep moving. I like it. Feels very satisfied to me. So let's go in on the Queen of Swords. Then we'll do a quick little recap before we get into the shadows. So why is Miss Queen of Swords here, please? The guides and spirit team. I like it. I feel like it's claimable this week. Even though it's so fiery and people say, oh, Pisces and fire energy, it's oil and water. I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, and then even this energy here on the back end, we got the double queens, very secure, safe, secure, with the Queen of Pentacles. So we got Earth sign energy here. When I see the Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, it's like I am at ease, I am happy. That's how it feels. Like my mind feels right. I feel secure. I feel safe with the insulation. So I'm just loving how the energy flows here, Pisces. Now, of course, whenever we have so much fire in a spread, you want to be a little cautious. You want to watch urges. You don't want to do things too spontaneously when there's all this fire here. However, this energy of a breakthrough that's imminent or a breakthrough that's coming in, I feel like for the vast majority of Pisces, it's a really great thing because remember, these are the internal self. Now, the Queen of Pentacles could represent money, it could represent work, but she is a card of blessings, abundance, and security. So the fact that she's under the mental queen, the mind queen, the material, it's just all feeling secure and happy. So I got payoffs, I got breakthroughs, I got wins, and I got feeling safe, which is important. And it feels beautiful to me. So I feel like this is a claimable energy this week, Pisces. You could see breakthroughs in various areas of life. I like it. I feel like the energy is much more supportive, and I think just like I was seeing last week, we could be turning some sort of energetic corner, which I like. So let's go through and do a quick recap, and we'll get into the shadow card. So I was a little nervous with all the fire we were seeing, but that could just show us that something's going to take off quickly. or come in quickly. But if you kindly look in the box, position number one, we got the Seven of Wands with the Three of Wands in the upright. Something being imminent, or something you've been waiting on, something you've been fighting for, where it's like, oh, it's almost here. I was also getting the vibe of somebody like waiting for the perfect moment, waiting on the right time. We got similar shades of that when we moved to the center with the Two of Wands and the Four of Wands, big signs and synchronicities and omens and stuff like that. Huge manifestation energy as well for Pisces. But to me, it's another energy that was just waiting on the perfect time. But I think the time is upon us, right? To me, it's like a breakthrough. It's like, I knew it was coming. I knew it. And here it is. So again, there could be various things coming your way, beautiful breakthrough type of energy. And it all culminates in a payoff type of feeling, because we have the Queen of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles. If those aren't representing people in your life, to me, it just feels my mind is at ease. I feel safe. I feel secure. I am happy. So it's an energy that's very content with the results, and it's an energy that pays off. So there could be something that was a little volatile that actually pays off for you in the end as well. So I think it's a beautiful spread this week, Pisces. Please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. Let's see what's in the shadows. All right, let's get a good shuffle here. What do we got for Pisces, gang? And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing too. Let's get you one. Oh, and yes, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get this going here. What's in the shadows for Pisces? Thank you. Okay. All right, so we have a repeat card. Are you surprised that it's more fire, my good friends? Three of Wands, Three of Wands. So just like we've been seeing, like there's something, even if you don't see the movement, even if you don't see it coming, it is with the Three of Wands. Now, the shadow side of this, it could be an energy that's growing a little impatient. I will say that. Because the Three of Wands, yes, it's still waiting, it's still manifesting, it's creating, but it can, the shadow side of it, it could be tired of waiting, or it feels like it's been waiting too long. So watch out for feelings of frustration like that. But the main thing, I think this is a good thing, especially since it fits the vibe of what we saw in the main part of the reading, that it is coming. There is something that's close, it's at hand, the ships are there. It's just within reach, which I think is a really beautiful thing. Now, we already spoke about the shadow side. I'm not getting anything too complex or complicated with this shadow card. I would say the only other thing I can pull from this is just really pay attention to your thoughts and mindset in this time, especially since this connects to manifesting. And if your power is to manifest and create are heightened, try to keep yourself in a very positive mind state if possible, because you might be manifesting like that when this shows up as a shadow card. So we are going to leave it at that, my beautiful Piscean people. That's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the August subscriber surprise. If you would like further insight on your situation, you'd like to have a little chat with me, you can book a personal reading with me on my website, mastermetaphysics.com. The calendar for August is up, so you could go check out the availability over there. But for the August subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 3 copies of one of my most favorite decks, the classic Gilded Tarot Royale. It's beautiful, and it's definitely one of my go-to decks. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, we have a very easy question this month. Out of all the tarot cards in the deck, which one is your favorite? Is it the one that attaches to your zodiac sign? Is it one where you just like the art? You can put that answer down in the comments and you will be entered to win, my friends. And as usual, the winners will be announced in the community tab at the end of the month. My friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.